Okay, the next step is we're going to work with our necktie. I'm just gonna take it off of this Velcro for right now, put this apron to the side. So what I'm gonna do is this side's already done, right? I'm gonna take my raw edge and I wanna tuck this on the inside so I don't have any raw fabric facing out. So all you do is just takes a minute to tuck this in about a half an inch to a full inch. Once you've tucked it in, then you can measure to kind of see how far it is in there, because you might want to go further. I'm just going to put this inside so you're going to see how far. Look, it's almost an inch down, so that's great. So after I've folded that over, I just want to press this really quickly so it stays like this. I want it to be flat inside of there. Okay, now it's gonna hold a nice fold, okay? Perfectly just across like this, all right? I'm gonna attach this back on. And now I wanna measure how long I want my necktie to be, depending on how tall or short you are and where you want it to sit on you. Okay, so I'm going to wrap the apron around me. This is already attached on this side. Make sure it doesn't get twisted when I wrap it around. There we go. And I wanna see how long I want it to be. It might just be perfect exactly how it is. I'm gonna have to move it down lower depending on if you want this higher or lower. Obviously you want the apron above your chest here. And I'm just gonna take a pin, and you can have your partner do this as well if it's harder to do on your own. And I'm just gonna see how I like it. So if it was right here, so it's a good length, right? So now I like that length. I'm gonna get a little bit shorter here. There we go. I'm gonna pin from just the top down, just like that. Okay, I've got the length I want. You can undo this part to get it off. Okay, the next step I want to take is I want to pin it again the other direction. So one thing I want to make sure, you guys, I want to make sure my necktie does not stick out of my apron at all. That looks silly, right? So I might actually move this over a little bit. I'm still going to keep the distance about how it should be, but I'm going to slide it over so it's not sticking out behind the apron at all. Now I'm going to put my pin back in, just straight down. Okay. I'm also going to do my pin this way as well. Okay, so it's on the inside of the apron. You can probably go a little closer. I just wanted to make sure that it was not gonna go anywhere. I am gonna mark, and now mine isn't going that far down because I'm a little taller, but if yours goes down really far, we do wanna make some marks of where our pivot points are gonna be when you pivot, especially on the bottom side, because I wanna make sure that the piece that I tucked into my necktie gets sewn, okay? So at least I wanna make sure that I'm getting to about here. I'm just gonna make a little pencil mark. You probably can't see it, but as long as I know where it is, that's where my pivot point's gonna be. And then, if I go a little further, sometimes you can take a pin too, so it's easier to see from behind. about to there. Okay, so I know that I want to go at least this distance. Okay, I want to pivot up here. So at least this distance, because I'm going to sew from the top. So I want to make sure that I'm going to sew from the top. So I want to make sure that I get to where I need to be. So once that's in, I can take that pin out that marked it. Okay. And then now I'm going to go sew this on to attach to my apron.